The Texas sun beat down mercilessly on the dusty trail between Abilene and Red Rock. Sarah clutched her 6-month-old daughter closer as the stagecoach rattled over another rut. The baby, Emma, whimpered softly against her chest. "Quiet that child," growled the man across from her, a gambler by the looks of his fancy vest and gold watch chain. Sarah whispered soothing words, rocking Emma gently. She'd sold everything she owned for these stage to Ketsiro, fleeing her husband's debts and his violent temper. Somewhere ahead lay her sister's ranch, safety, and a new start. The gunshot shattered the afternoon stillness. "Hold up. This here's a robbery." Masked riders surrounded the coach, rifles gleaming in the sunlight. The driver's hands went up slowly. "Everybody out, and bring your valuables." Sarah's heart hammered as she climbed down, Emma bundled in her arms. The other passengers formed a linear row: the gambler, an elderly merchant, a young cowboy barely old enough to shave, the lead outlaw, a scarred man with cruel eyes visible above his bandana, walked the line collecting rings, watches, and wallets. When he reached Sarah, he grabbed her small cloth purse. "This all you got, woman? I have nothing else. Please, my baby euro." He ripped open the purse. $3 and a tintype photograph fell into the dirt. His eyes narrowed. "You're lying. Nobody travels with just $3. He grabbed her arm roughly, and Emma began to cry. "Leave her be." The young cowboy stepped forward. The outlaw backhanded him without looking, sending him sprawling. "Anyone else want to be a hero?" He turned back to Sarah, patting down her worn coat pockets, searching for hidden money. Emma's cries grew louder, and his face twisted with rage. "Shut that brat up. She's frightened. Please, hero. I said shut it up." In one swift, brutal motion, he ripped Emma from Sarah's arms and threw the baby into the dirt like she was nothing more than a sack of grain. Sarah screamed, lunging forward, but another outlaw grabbed her. Emma lay in the dust, wailing, her little arms flailing. The storm arrives, Stephen's entrance, 1 minute. The peaceful atmosphere shatters. The glass door bangs, open violently, bell clanging harshly. Stephen Whitmore, 42, expensive tailored suit now rumpled and loosened, Rolex catching light, face flushed from alcohol, entitled sneer, stumbles in loudly while on his phone. His voice booms obnoxiously through the quiet diner. "Richard, I'm telling you, the Chun Plaza deal is done. The old man doesn't know I'm squeezing another $2 million out of him euro. These immigrant families, they don't understand American business." He laughs cruelly. Maya freezes, her face carefully neutral, but her knuckles whiten, gripping her order pad. Stephen snaps his fingers at her like summoning a dog. "Hey, waitress, I need service now." He cuts in front of the college student Maya was helping. The other customers exchange uncomfortable glances but look away. First confrontation. Disrespect begins, 1 minute. Maya politely but firmly tells Stephen, "Sir, I'll be with you in just 1 moment. I'm taking this young lady's order." Stephen's face darkens instantly with Raggiero. How dare she not prioritize him? He interrupts loudly. "Do you know who I am? I'm closing a $50 million deal. I don't wait for broke college kids." The student shrinks back, embarrassed. Maya maintains professional composure. "I understand, sir, but everyone gets served in order. It'll just be on euro." Stephen cuts her off with a racist remark. "Is your English that bad? Maybe you should work somewhere that doesn't require understanding customers." Maya's face flushes, but she remains calm, quickly finishing with the student before turning to Stephen. Marcus watches intently, his military training reading threat levels escalating. His jaw clenches. Stephen orders aggressively, making demeaning comments throughout, criticizing Maya's accent. She has non-euro, she was born in California, mocking her job, making assumptions about her immigration status. Maya takes his order without reacting, writing carefully on her pad, but her hand trembles slightly. She brings his coffee, and he immediately complains it's too hot, too cold, too weak euro. Nothing satisfies him because the cruelty is the point. When Maya brings his steak and eggs, Stephen inspects it theatrically, then shoves the plate back. This is garbage. Are you even trained? People like you come here and can barely do basic work. The elderly woman whispers to her husband in dismay. The truck driver shifts uncomfortably. Marcus's hands form fists under the table, but he's a Sisinguro, waiting to see if Stephen will cross the line from verbal to physical. Maya returns with Stephen's recooked meal, apologizing professionally even though nothing was wrong with the first plate. As she sets it down, Stephen accidentally knocks his full water glass directly at her, soaking her uniform from chest to waist. The diner gasps collectively. Stephen immediately launches into fake outrage. "Oh my God, you're so clumsy. You spilled water all over yourself. This is exactly the incompetence I'm talking about." Maya stands there dripping, humiliated, knowing exactly what he did, but unable to prove it. Stephen continues loudly. "I'm not paying for this €1. Your mistake ruined my dining experience." Maya's voice finally wavers. "Sir, I didn't €. Stephen talks over her. "Are you calling me a liar?" The businessman in the corner quietly pulls out his phone and starts recording. Marcus's chair scrapes back slightly €. He's preparing to intervene. Maya, soaking wet and fighting tears, brings Stephen his check with shaking hands, just wanting this to end. Stephen stands abruptly, invading her personal space, towering over her. Maya steps back, but Stephen follows, backing her against the counter. When she tries to move away, Stephen grabs her wrist €, hard enough that his fingers leave white pressure marks on her brown skin. He leans close, voice low and venomous. "Listen carefully. I'm going to call the owner and have you fired. Then I'm calling ICE because I know you people are here illegally. You'll be deported by morning, and your whole family with you." Maya's professional mask finally cracks €. Real fear flashes across her face as she tries to pull away. "Sir, please let go. You're hurting Miro." The elderly woman stands up alarmed. "Young man, stop that." The truck driver rises from his booth. But Marcus is already moving. Marcus crosses the diner in 4 controlled strides €, not running, not aggressive, but with the unmistakable purpose of someone who has handled combat situations. His voice cuts through the tension with calm, military authority. "Sir, let her go. Now." Stephen releases Maya's wrist and whirls on Marcus with transferred rage. "Who the hell are you? This is none of your business." Marcus positions himself between Stephen and Maya with tactical precision €, close enough to protect her, body angled to control the space, hands visible and non-threatening, but clearly ready. His voice remains steady and low. "You're going to step back, pay your bill, and leave. Right now." Stephen looks Marcus up and down the dirty construction clothes, worn boots, calloused hands and laughs mockingly. "Or what? You're going to do something? A construction worker? I have lawyers that will destroy you. I'll sue you for everything you don't have." Marcus doesn't take the bait. He simply repeats calmly, "Step back, sir." Stephen, realizing Marcus won't be intimidated, changes tactics. He pulls out his phone dramatically. "Fine. I'm calling the owner of this dump right now. You're both getting €, you for assault, and her for being an illegal immigrant harassing customers." He's shouting into his phone. "Richard? Stephen Whitmore. Get down to your Route 9 diner immediately. Your staff is out of control. I'm being attacked." He hangs up triumphantly, sneering at Marcus and Maya. "The owner is my golf buddy. He'll be here in 5 minutes, and you're both done." The other customers are all recording now phones out, capturing everything. Stephen notices and shouts, "Delete those videos. I'll sue every one of you for defamation." Nobody moves. The college student quietly texts, uploading to social media. Marcus remains positioned protectively in front of Maya, who stands behind him trembling, clutching her wrist. Stephen paces like a caged predator. "Do you know who I am?" The door opens and Richard Martinez, 55, tired eyes, owner for 20 years, wearing casual clothes thrown on quickly, rushes and looking stressed. Stephen immediately launches forward. "Richard, finally, fire this waitress immediately. She assaulted me. She's incompetent, and I'm fairly certain she's here illegally. And this thuggy pointing at Marcus, Euro, physically threatened me. I want them arrested. Richard looks exhausted, glancing between Stephen, Marcus, and Maya with the weariness of someone who's dealt with difficult customers for decades. But instead of immediately siding with Stephen, Richard surprises everyone by asking quietly, "Maya, are you all right? Did he hurt you?" Maya nods, showing her wrist where red marks are forming. Richard's face hardens. He turns to Stephen. "Mr. Whitmore, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." Stephen's face goes purple with rage. "Excuse me? I'm a premium customer. I bring business associates here." "Euro," Richard interrupts. "You assaulted my employee. Leave now, or I'm calling the police." Stephen explodes. "You can't talk to me like that. I'm closing the Chun Plaza Euro. I have connections with the owner of this entire chain. One call and you're finished, Richard." A new voice, quiet but carrying undeniable authority, comes from behind the counter. "Actually, you're not closing any deal, Mr. Whitmore." Everyone turns. Maya has straightened up, no longer trembling, her demeanor completely transformed Euro, poised, confident, radiating quiet power. She reaches up and removes her name tag, revealing a second badge underneath. Maya Chun Zhao, VP of Operations, Zhao Industries. The diner goes silent. Stephen's face drains of color. Maya continues in a cool, professional tone. "My father is James Zhao. We own this diner chain. We own 200 other businesses. And that Chun Plaza deal you mentioned, that's my family's property you were bragging about defrauding." She pulls out her phone, playing back a recording. Stephen's voice from earlier admitting he was squeezing another $2 million out of the old man. Stephen stammers. Euro, that was Euro, Euro." Maya cuts him off. "I've been working undercover for 6 months researching workplace harassment. Congratulations, Mr. Whitmore. You've provided an excellent case study." Maya's transformation is complete Euro. This is a woman who runs boardrooms, not someone who can be intimidated. She taps her phone. "I'm sending this recording, along with security footage from tonight and testimony from 6 witnesses, to our legal team, the Business Standards Board, and every news outlet in the state." Stephen's bravado crumbles. "Wait Euro, wait. This is a misunderstanding. I had too much to drink. I didn't mean Euro." Maya's voice is ice. "You grabbed me. You threatened deportation. You made racist remarks. You attempted business fraud against my family. You're terminated from the Chun Plaza deal effective immediately Euro. That's $50 million you just lost. You're banned from every Zhao family property worldwide. And I'm personally ensuring every business partner you have sees exactly who you are." She nods to the customers still recording. "Please post those videos everywhere." Stephen tries one last desperate play, turning to Marcus. You're a witness Euro. Tell them I didn't Euro." Marcus speaks for the first time since the revelation, his voice carrying contempt. "I'm a witness to assault, harassment, and threats. That's what I'll testify to." Stephen looks around while the Euro, at Richard, at the other customers, back to my Euro, realizing he has no allies, no escape. He flees the diner, the door slamming behind him. The diner exhales collective Euro. The truck driver whoops. The elderly couple applauds. The college student is already watching her video go viral online, 15,000 views and climbing. But Maya's attention is solely on Marcus. She approaches him, her corporate authority softening back into the genuine warmth he's always known. "Marcus Reed, right? I know your name. I know you have a daughter named Emma. I know you work 2 jobs, and you're struggling." Marcus looks confused. "How do you Euro?" Maya smiles. "I know every regular customer's story. That's why I was here." She gestures to a booth, and they sit. Maya continues. "Richard told me months ago about the veteran who comes in after night shifts, who never complains, who's incredibly kind despite clearly being exhausted, who's raising his daughter alone. I wanted to meet the people who make our businesses work Euro, the real people, not quarterly reports." Marcus's defenses drop. "I can pay you back for all the foot Euro." Maya shakes her head firmly. "That's not why I'm telling you this. What you did tonight Euro, standing up for someone when everyone else looked away Euro, that takes real courage, real character. Maya leans forward intently. Zhao Industries needs a director of security for our West Coast operations. The position requires someone with military experience, crisis management skills, protective instincts, and unshakable integrity. The salary is $120,000 annually, full benefits, veteran support services, college fund for Emma, and company housing if you need it. I'm offering you the job. Marcus stares at her, unable to process. I'm a construction worker. I don't have a euro, Maya interrupts gently. You're a decorated Marine who just de-escalated a dangerous situation with zero violence. You protected someone vulnerable despite having everything to lose. That's who we need. Tears finally spilled down Marcus's face. Months of stress, fear, exhaustion, and desperation releasing. My daughter, Emma. I've been so scared I couldn't give her a euro. His voice breaks. Maya's eyes glisten too. Emma will have everything she needs. You both will. You've earned this, Marcus, by being exactly who you are. Marcus can only nod, overwhelmed. Maya stands, offering her hand. Start Monday? Marcus stands, shaking her hand firmly. Yes. Mom. Thank you. The diner erupts in applause again. The screen fades on Marcus calling Emma's babysitter. Hey, it's Dad. When I get home, wake Emma up. I have the best news. Roll credits over social media feeds, showing Steven's public downfall and Marcus's heroic story going viral with the caption, True character isn't about wealthy euro. It's about who you are when no one's watching.